California Governor Gavin Newsom hosted a fundraiser for Dr. Asif Mahmood, who is a candidate for U.S. Congressional District 40 in California. Governor Newsom praised Dr. Asif Mahmood's political ability and quoted that he's the greatest candidate for the post. Dr. Asif Mahmood delivered an outstanding speech and complimented everyone for their attendance. His supporters showed up from all around the country to attend the occasion. Prominent Pakistani personalities Dr. Sana Khan, Naveed Asghar, Jamal Khwaja, Waqar Khan, Arif Zafar Mansouri, and many others participated in the event to support Asif Mahmood. They also met Governor Newsom. It was quite an experience to meet the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, at the event who hosted for Dr. Asif Mahmood in San Francisco. Dr. Asif Mahmood is leading in the polls in the race for U.S. Congressional District 40. Governor Newsom expressed his admiration and support for Dr. Asif Mahmood. It was quite impressive to hear the governor speak about his accomplishments and the vision for the future of California. In his speech, Dr. Asif Mahmood requested the Governor Newsom to look into providing help to the flood victims in Pakistan. Dr. Mahmood has worked tirelessly for improving the lives of not only the residents of California, but also the people of the country of his birth, Pakistan. Many Pakistani Americans wholeheartedly support and wish Dr. Mahmood victory in the upcoming elections by the grace of God. It is the first time that he has received such a high degree of recognition from the Democratic Party. There is a very strong chance of becoming the first ever Pakistan-born U.S. congressman. OpTv Global News, San Francisco, USA.
Really are going to save American values and human values. Believe me, if we lose now, your future is at risk. All the mentions you have made, all the cars you have bought, all the bank accounts you have developed, literally they'll be at risk. So let's do something which is good for our children, good for next generation. Let's fight the climate change. I just want to bring the climate change. They think it's a hoax. 1/3 of Pakistan is underwater. About 35 million people are out of their houses. He's a unique leader. Over the career of his life, the political life, he has taken so many decisions which were not very popular. But those decisions were right. And time proved that those decisions were right. There are not many people who time and again come up and take a decision.
It's amazing what this country allows us to do. Really, Gavin, you probably don't even remember me from back in the 2003-4 days when San Francisco, you were running for San Francisco mayor and stuff. So I was, financially involved in terms of supporting you guys, but not really knowing who you were other than what you had done. Right? So much of Gavin Newsom is, honestly, it's not about the accomplishments. Accomplishments, results are really up to God, really what you do. What he is about is exactly this. He is about effort. And that's what really matters. And if you look at what Governor Newsom has done in this crazy of times, right? The bizarrest of times during COVID and everything else that's gone on. The things that he has done, if you look up, and I don't want to stand here because I know I have about 2 minutes to do the introduction. It would take me literally 2 days to just scratch the surface of what you've done. But Governor, I just want you to know that we appreciate the effort that you've put in. And what your effort and your effort, honestly, is about, it shows your heart. And that heart is in the right place. When you're trying to take care of millions of people, 40 million plus, 5th largest economy in the world, and you have to deal with not just COVID, right? But you have to deal with all the homeless issues that are going on. There are so many issues, and yet there are so many opportunities that California has provided for all of us, right? To run a state like this is amazing. And then for you to take your time out, gather people, and do a fundraising event for us, it speaks not just about you, honestly, it speaks a lot about him.
Well, thank you, all of you, for taking the time here, most importantly, and we're all connected to a cause, and that's keeping the majority in the House of Representatives, and of course, picking up a seat, which is foundational in terms of that pursuit. But look, I want to just pick up a little bit, Doctor, where you left off, because it connects a couple points. You talk about heart, and that's one of the first things I think about when I think of Asif. this guy is the real deal. I'm here because of who he is, his character, his heart, his passion that he has twinned with action. He's someone that not only gets it intellectually, but he gets things done. I've seen it over and over. We got to know each other over the course of decades. You talk about effort. I mean, this is one of the most ubiquitous human beings I know. It's rare that he's not somewhere, wherever there is. It could be on the East Coast, West Coast, it could be overseas. There he is again. And he's connected not just to causes that many of us hold dear, but he's a cause maker. Meaning he shares his passion, as I said, with effort and action and purpose. And that's what we need. I mean, we don't just need another person to sort of punch up or down, legislative cycle. We need someone that has that heart and that character. You've seen it over and over again in his life. Finding, just reaching out. Doesn't mean he's going to agree with everything on the other side, but he's not a disagreeable guy. You know that. He doesn't come in with a closed fist, open hand. And so that's why I'm here, long-winded, and that's why I know all of you are here. And so I want to just thank you for being part of this journey that the good doctor's on, in this pursuit, not of power, not of dominance, but his pursuit of empathy and care and collaboration, his pursuit of a position that has a formal authority, but his capacity to bring in his moral authority into that role. Thank you for being on that journey. I'll close on this because it's profound and consequential. This is a remarkable moment in American and world history. This rights revolution that so many of us took for granted over the last 40, 50 years being wiped out in real time. Voting rights, civil rights broadly. His opponent really defines this moment in our history in profound and serious ways. I mean, not just on issues of reproductive freedom, and of course I'm sure you'll talk to that, but across the spectrum. She just came out last week saying she wants to privatize Social Security, which is another way of saying she wants to end Social Security as we know it. We know where she's going to be on Medicare, Medicaid. We know where she's going to be on the Affordable Care Act. She's been trying to vandalize that for years and years and years. We know where you are on the Affordable Care Act. We know where you are in the rights revolution, protecting and advancing and enhancing rights, not restricting them. And so this is a big race. I know we say that a lot, but there's a reason millions and millions of dollars are coming all over the United States of America to defeat this man. And that does say, in context of what the doctor said about you, it says everything about you. You have not overperformed because we know you. We knew how you would do. But you are exceeding a lot of people's expectation. And here we are, just weeks away. Voting starts this weekend. Yes. Those ballots start to drop. So it's election day in a matter of days. And so everything you're doing to get us this far matters, but let's not run the 90-yard dash.
OpTv की फखरिया पेशकश दुनिया भर में आबाद पाकिस्तानियों की तरक्की और कामरानी पर मबनी प्रोग्राम पाकिस्तान को तरक्की की राह पर गामजन करने के लिए दुनिया भर में पाकिस्तानी मुतहर्रिक और तैयार। दुनिया भर के मुल्कों में पाकिस्तानी का उनकी तरक्की में हिस्सा देखिए। बैनुल अक़वामी मंजर में पाकिस्तानियों का समाजी, सियासी, तिजारती और मजहबी उमूर में भरपूर किरदार।